Hey, hello. Hi. Hey guys, I'm back. Hi. I know the background is still very Christmassy, and I will get to my background at some point. This is way too Christmassy for this moment. This is a different kind of video. This is not gonna be the weekly weighing video that I normally do, but a bit of a life update that I feel like I owe it to YouTube, but also I want to do it, and I think because I get so much support and love from this platform, the least I can do is just talk to you guys about where I've been. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me on Instagram. I have been around, but I stopped YouTube for a little bit because, well, first of all, let's start with hi. Thank you for watching this video and not completely leaving me. But second of all, Vlogmas was just a lot. Vlogmas was just, it took a lot out of me. It took every single day I was editing and vlogging and just trying my best to give content and to post every day. Not only because I know you guys liked it and because you guys were on it, but also because I like to have those memories. And I told myself I was gonna do 24 days of Vlogmas, and I was determined to do it. And I love that I did it because I have those memories forever, right? But it was a little challenging, and after Vlogmas was over, I just needed a break. I needed a break from editing, from being on my computer all the time. I'm back to being me. I'm back to focusing on fitness and weight loss for me and not for others, which it wasn't the case, but sometimes it gets overwhelming when I receive a lot of DMs and messages giving me, you know, feedback or opinions, or maybe a little bit of judgment on my weight and my body and what I'm doing. And I am really good at handling that, but I think, you know, we all have a limit, and there's a point that I'm just like, maybe I don't want to be putting myself out there as much because I don't want to hear it. But now I don't feel that way. Now I'm back to me. I'm back to feeling myself. But I did want to give you a few updates on my life right now. I feel like on YouTube I can be a little more honest about where my life is at in terms of my personal life, because I'm very open and honest about my fitness and my health, but YouTube allows me to be a little more vulnerable and a little more real with my personal life, not necessarily fitness and weight loss, but it kind of all relates to each other. So I did want to talk about this week and this month. This month has been a little challenging in a good and a bad way. I think there are a lot of changes that happened in January that I was not expecting, and some were good and some were bad. And it's just I'm not good at dealing with changes. I'm not really good at like changing aspects of my life, or like, you know, I'm not good at it. I don't cope well with that. But I think I'm adjusting pretty well. My parents got to Miami. It was harder to continue in the same rhythm that I have been going, and I hit a plateau. It was kind of like a stall, and I gained some weight, I lost some weight, I gained, but I never, like, I didn't continue the toning up thing that I was doing. Once my parents left, I had decided that I was gonna get back on it, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a little bit to get back on it. It took me some time to really like get back on track and stop craving all the like sugary and carbs that I was eating when my parents are here. It took me a couple weeks, but I finally got to it, and I feel like in the middle of the January is when I really got it. I really was back on track, but I hadn't started running. I think I went on a run a couple of times and then I stopped, and it's just like, it's been kind of like, you know, on and off a little bit, but I'm trying, and that's the whole point. It's kind of like once you get the rhythm of something and it makes you feel so good, you just want more of it. But it just doesn't happen. It's a click. It's a click that happens, but in order to get that click, you need to try and try and try again. And that's what I had been working on for the month of January. I was just like trying to get that click again, and it finally clicked in my brain. Stopped doing weigh-ins on Instagram because I was getting a lot of DMs from people asking me to do them, demanding them from me talking about them, discussing them, and it made me feel a little overwhelmed. I got some hate about it sometimes, and it just got a lot. Weighing myself weekly when I didn't have you know, any kind of audience was easier because it was just me on the scale. And now I've kind of let everybody in that relationship. It is getting a little harder to maintain a healthy relationship with the scale. When I first saw signs of me having a bit of anxiety when I was gonna get on the scale, and not because of my own one-on-one relationship with it, but because of what, you know, people were saying in DMs and all that, I realized that I needed to stop. Because when you pick up on a toxic habit, the first thing you need to do is stop that from the root. Do not let it grow, because it's very important that we keep a healthy balance of all things during weight loss and fitness. Society makes us feel like weight is something that we should be concerned about and worry about and think about all the time. And of course it gets to our brains, and so it's a sensitive thing. It's a relationship that is very fragile. And when I see signs of any toxic habits around it, I stop doing whatever I'm doing, because I don't want to get to that place. I've never in my life had a negative relationship with the scale, and I was not planning on starting that now. I do feel like my size 8 are getting like not as loose as before. So I will be back with weighing videos. I don't know when, maybe mid-February or end of February, maybe in a couple weeks. I am not sure when I want to start that, but I will start it. Another couple updates that I want to share with you, and the reason why I want to share this with you is because I feel very comfortable, and I feel like if you're watching this video is because you care about what I go through, and you care about my life, and you care, and you're there. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, and that is why it makes me comfortable sharing this part of my life, I guess, in this video. Last week I lost my grandpa. My grandpa passed away unexpectedly. It was not something that, you know, sometimes you see it coming, and you feel like, well, you know, they're in the hospital for a few weeks or months, and you know, you can prepare yourself for that, but when it happens very suddenly and unexpectedly, it is really hard to assimilate that loss, and that's kind of what happened. On Thursday in the afternoon, I got the news that he had passed away, and it was very, very sad. It was something that shocked me. I was very, 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 very sad. I still am very sad, because I grew up with my grandpa, and I moved to Miami when I was 10, but every single time I would go back to Peru, I would go back to see him. Whenever I thought about traveling back to Peru, my only thought was, I want to see my grandparents, and they were the sole reason why I ever went back to visit Peru, is because I wanted to see them. And last year, no, 2019, we went back to Peru, and we had such a lovely time together. And I know that because I'm away, this can happen when I'm away, right? But it just really, like, it obviously really, really hurts, and it's really, really painful. When you lose somebody in your family, it's a bit of it's a painfully, it's a community of pain, right? I feel like you not only feel your loss and what you lost, because you lost your grandpa, right? And you feel like you're devastated, but then you also feel devastated for your dad who lost his dad, and for my grandma who lost her husband of like 70 years. I don't know how long they've been married for, but they were married for a really long time. And everybody just feels sad for each other, and we feel the pain of the other, and it's a family painful situation. There's no right way to mourn somebody, or to feel the grief, or, you know, do this. There's not a right way. After I lost him, we lost him, we were there through a FaceTime funeral. I wanted to go to Peru. We made all the arrangements to go to Peru with my brother and I wanted to go, but we couldn't because of COVID and a bunch of different reasons. It was just not possible for us to go there on time to make it to the funeral. And I watched it through FaceTime with my brother, and then the next day or 2 days after, I went to Tampa to visit my friend, and it was a good experience because it allowed me to be a little bit distracted from what was happening, but also I allowed myself to feel the pain, and I allowed myself to cry, and I did cry. Like, I woke up one morning and I was just like bawling because I saw a picture of him and I was like, oh, I miss him. I got back to Miami on Monday, and I've been kind of busy doing other things, but I feel like when I got back, I realized that it was making me feel a little guilty to be happy and to have fun and to, you know, do other things. But I think that's what my grandpa would have wanted me to do. He would have wanted me to be happy and to continue living my life and focusing on the things that I need to focus on, and not be devastated and sad and crying in my bed all day because he's gone. So that's what I'm trying to do. When I look at pictures of him, I just think of how happy he was and how great of a life he had and how much love he had, and how thankful I am that I got to experience that and I had to see him and I got to have him as my grandpa, because he was the world's best grandpa. And I think remembering that really gives me comfort, and it makes me happy, and it makes me want to have a smile on my face. And it's not a fake smile. I am happy, and I am so thankful that he was part of my life, and he got to see the person that I am, and that I have shared amazing times with him, and that I'm always gonna have the memory of the most amazing human in the whole world. Is, yes, be sad, because it's so sad to not be able to see that person again, right? It is absolutely devastating, and it is devastating for those he left behind, but it is also very comforting to remember the life that he lived and his legacy, and how amazing the family that I have is because of him and because of my grandma. Continuing living your life, it is the best way to honor the person that has left your life. I think grief goes with you anywhere you go, whether you are dancing in front of a mirror, or you're crying in your bed, or you are going on a run, or whatever it is. It just goes with you everywhere you go. It just doesn't stop. It just I remember when I was like in Tampa, I was like having like a really nice day on Saturday, and I was like really happy, and I was in the car and this song came on, and I was listening to this song, and I don't know what he said at the end, something about like, I don't know what he said about at the end, but I just felt so sad about the lyrics, and I was just like, I was about to cry, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. So it's with you. It doesn't stop being with you because you're having a nice day, or you're having fun, or you're like happy, right? It is present. Grief will go with you anywhere you go. I have my grandpa with me in my heart all the time, and I am very sad about it, and I'm just trying to keep myself positive and continuing with my journey, and, you know, being present while still feeling my emotions and allowing myself to grieve. I think positivity is easy when everything is going right, and it's a little harder when things are a little dark, but it is now that I'm really holding on to that positive aspect of who I am, and what I know to do and what I like to do, which is look at the glass half full, right? And it's a very sad glass. I wanted to keep you posted, and thank you all for all the nice messages. I took a weekend off social media. I didn't post anything for a weekend, and I don't know when I'm gonna do a video again, but I hope I do one soon, because I really missed you, and I really love my Waynes, and I will get back on it. I promise within the next month I will be back posting. If you're watching this video, is because you care, and because you follow what I do, and because I don't know why you love me, and I love you right back, and it makes me feel comfortable sharing that part of me in a space where I know it's safe, and it's not like out there for everybody like Instagram is. So these are the kind of details that I would only share on YouTube. Sorry that I haven't been posting this much this month, but I promise I will be back, and I promise I will continue my Wayne videos. Just give me a little more time. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Like always, you don't have to like and subscribe. Go to the gym, drink your water, do your squats, count your calories, don't count your calories, do whatever's gonna make you feel your best. I support it. Be kind, be positive, and go kick some booty. I'm out.